olive oil. It's picked with a machine. They shake it off the tree, they get it from multiple farms. Even when it's single source from Italy, they get it from multiple farms in Italy. Even if they get it from one region in Italy or one region in Spain, it's from multiple farms in that area. So you get all the olives, pick them with a machine, they shake them off, put them on a truck, ship them to be pressed. It takes weeks before they ever, sometimes 4 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks before they ever see the mill. By that time, the olive is starting to rot. The rot, mold, and slime get in the oil. That's why it burns so easily, and that's why it goes bad so easily. And then they'll tell you to cook with cooking olive oil. What they don't tell you is they take the leftover mash from commercial production, once they've made the extra virgin, now they take that leftover mash and they'll use things like heat and other high processing methods to extract a second pressing of oil from those olives, and that's the refined olive oil that's extracted with heat and sometimes chemicals, and then they sell that to you as cooking olive oil. That way they can sell you 2 bottles of olive oil from one batch of commercially grown olives. What we sell at Olive Oil of the World is one family, one farm, one farmer per bottle. Where each one's picked by hand, pressed the same day, and bottled at the estate. They're good for 1.5 years once they're open, not 6 months, and they have smoke points of 400 degrees, just like many vegetable oils, because they have no impurities in them to burn or smoke when they hit 350 degrees. And to prove our point, every year we deep fry a turkey on Instagram Live just to show people that extra virgin olive oil can be cooked with when you have the good stuff. And I was telling you before last night, I deep fried some chicken in extra virgin olive oil, which is what we do in our house. And ever since I did that extra virgin olive oil turkey, no one in my family eats turkey any other way. I've tried to get smoked turkey on the menu, they won't do it. So I'm inviting an extra 20 people to my house next Thanksgiving. I've already had them on, already confirmed, so that I can smoke a turkey too. That way I'm gonna have 2 turkeys. One's fried, one's smoked, and I invite about 20 other people. I can justify the other turkey. That's why I'm doing it. So this is the first thing I'm gonna have you try. A lot of people do realize that their olive oil is fake. That's becoming common knowledge. What they don't know is the balsamic vinegar they're selling us in grocery stores is usually red wine vinegar with food coloring in it. That's the real stuff, aged in oak.
Take a moment, Chef, and tell us the store that we're in, that's yours, yourself,
Sure.
your address, everything, so they can come by here and understand why it's important to buy.
Sure, we're at Olive
good
Oil of the
olive oil.
World on 763 North Lake Boulevard here in North Palm Beach. We've been open now for about 20 months, but we've been a business now since 2008. My mom and I started this company. She started this company as a hobby to sell her collection of olive oils that she started curating in the 1980s and beyond. Because she can speak 5 languages, it allowed us to do a lot of agritourism in our family. And we were able to bring these back to our hometown. We never thought it would grow into what it is today. We thought it'd just be a little farmer's market hobby to satisfy our olive oil habit, our very expensive high-end olive oil habit. But we thought if we could educate just about 15 to 20 families that real balsamic, it's supposed to taste like this, it's supposed to be aged in oak for 12 years, it's not supposed to have food coloring. And we thought if we can bring this in and sell it at a fair price, we can get just enough people almost like to cover our habit. And you can write off trips to Italy when you have a business that sells olive oil. And now, all of a sudden in 2019, I'm flying to Brazil to become the first person in the history of food to export olive oil from Brazil. And then they wrote about our company in Forbes because of that, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, the
government of Brazil had to create an agricultural export category because our business was the first business to ever export olive oil from Brazil.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Are you still doing cooking?
Oh yeah, we
dinners
do the
here?
cooking classes here. During the summer now, I'll have a lot more energy to get those done because I also do a wine tasting once a month. Last month we did Umbria, so it was the region of Umbria, so we did chicken cacciatore and roasted asparagus risotto and a bunch of antipasto. 4 wines, it's $50 a person. And then this month we're gonna be doing Veneto. So I'm gonna do Amarone braised beef short ribs with polenta, truffle mushroom polenta, and also 4 wines, $50 a person. It's standard fare. We do it every last Sunday of the month.
What is the best place for them to go in and see when your next dinner is and the time?
Our social, Instagram or Facebook is when I usually post, and then eventually it makes its way to the website where you can buy tickets from there too. Okay. But it's usually best to just follow us on Instagram or social, or just be on our mailing list if you're not on social media, which I can appreciate. I wish I wasn't. Wish I didn't have to do it.
Thank you, Chef.
Yeah. All right, now